couldn't make you go someone else in here with me. No, one thing I like is that Sun has this machine. So as she's working, it sucks in here, you know, it sucks everything in. So that's good. The portable desk here, so convenient.
Hey y'all, come on in. Come on in, guys. We almost done with this part 3 of Krista's video, giving our commentary on it. We're almost done. So y'all go ahead and share it. Let's get it on, y'all. Y'all jump on in. Jump on in. Y'all share the video. And y'all know what to do once y'all no, that's not the background I want. Let me look at the background. No, I don't like that background. Y'all come on in, share the video, share it, y'all. Let them know that we're on. And let's make it happen. All right, y'all. I'm not gonna wait long because y'all it's Friday and I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing tonight. Okay, y'all. So y'all. Okay, so if you have not watched part 1 and part 2, just make sure you do that. Okay. This is going to be part 3. We are at 23:58 as far as here on the video with Krista, and we should print because I think the video was only like 30 minutes long. So we only have 7 more minutes that we have to go through. And then y'all, I'll give my final commentary. Make sure y'all go, if you're single, make sure if you ain't got nothing planned, get yourself dolled up and walk through the mall. You don't know what's gonna happen. While we're waiting on everybody, y'all, don't forget, right? Don't forget. Well, first, before I say this, if y'all shacking up with us, in other words, y'all watching the videos without subscribing, please go ahead and subscribe. We really appreciate you guys. We welcome you over here at V Nation. We are kind. Hey y'all, listen, we are kind. I listen to my subscribers. They tell me to block people. I block them, especially if they're getting on their nerves. Especially if those folks are not subscribers. Okay, so this is a safe place to be. We try to give commentary. From that commentary, we try to live our lives opposite of what we can see that's off. We try to do work on ourselves, especially those of us that are single, that are still, wanting to be in a relationship. So we trying to really work on ourselves. And these type of things help us. Okay, so we won't be making the same mistakes. All right, y'all. It's 22. All right, y'all. Let's get them numbers up. And don't forget, y'all, on your way out, like St. Mary said, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. All right, let's go, y'all. Let's get into it. And let's see what else she's saying.
Since we want to highlight how public things are and we don't care about litigation or whatever, the divorce is going to be public. We're not high client celebrities with anything. That is no gag order. So let me talk about the public record because it's going to come out anyway. The public record. The lawsuit that I received was dated for October 2024. I believe October 18th, 2024, I received a lawsuit for the complaint for a divorce. And for divorce, there's 2 ways you can request divorce. You can request divorce under 2 grounds. Grounds is at fault grounds and no fault grounds. So at fault means that somebody was at fault for the marriage, for the breakdown of the marriage. One of the parties involved was responsible for the breakdown of the marriage. That's at fault. And at fault has like a list of things could be an at fault. It includes adultery. It includes, if you were separate, adultery and something else. Adultery, extreme cruelty, adultery, extreme cruelty.
We got it, Krista. Just go on with it now.
Something else. I have to get a few. I can't think of it off in my head, but there's 2 grounds. The basis that you guys need to understand is 2 grounds. There's no fault and then there's at fault. The no fault will be I think there's two things on the no fault. There's irreconcilable differences. That just mean we couldn't get along. We couldn't put our differences aside to make the marriage work. And then it could be we were separated for about 18 months. So the marriage just demised in that regards. All right. For grounds for divorce, as I said, there's separation, there's adultery, there's institutionalization. That means one of the persons was in a mental institute for a certain period of time. There's incarceration. And those are the basic list of things for grounds for divorce. The simplest ground for divorce, that is simplest as in as much as the court can fast track it, is irreconcilable differences. That's the simplest one. We didn't get along, we couldn't put our differences aside, and the marriage is done. Fast track. My partner didn't choose that ground. He chose the ground extreme cruelty. And in his paperwork, they chose the ground extreme cruelty. He listed the 3 or 4 instances that I was physically abusive to him. We'll use the word.
I don't think wait, hold it. Wait a minute, I don't think I heard that part the first time I listened to the video. He listed 3 or 4 times where you were abusive? Y'all, I ain't got nothing in my cup. I drank, but Lord, I promise you, this girl almost, I don't even drink, but I promise you. What? Y'all, did Krista just say that? Yeah, so St. Mary, so anybody's divorce is public, so you can go wherever the divorce happened. So like she said, she's correct. It will be public. Once the divorce is final, you can actually go look it up. You can look up anybody's divorce that's public. Like she said, only based on like if celebrity, if there's some type of gag order or something on it, is the only way that it's not public, right? And what she's saying that Nary had the reason he put on the divorce papers is because of extreme cruelty, which I'm not 100% sure I knew that was one of the things that you could have added, but hey, obviously she knows because she was served the papers. How and so it can be accessed online 100%. Once the divorce is final, you can get it. It's just like Alicia Kim and Boo stuff you can get. You can actually go download their stuff as well. And I think that's why I don't know. I think it on Alicia and Boo's divorce papers. I think there's a section on there where it shows how Boo was very disrespectful to the judge, and the judge told him that he was very disrespectful, and that so you know how Boo is acting now. That's actually something the judge actually said to Boo, in my understanding, in the court while they were actually going through the divorce. I don't know if it's in the actual divorce papers or I think it is. I think someone told me it was in the actual divorce papers. I'm thinking, and you can get it online once the divorce is final. But wait a minute, y'all hold it, hold this train. Did she just say y'all 3 or 4 times? That's what I think. That's what I'm gonna need. Let me put this back just a little. I'm so confused. Wait, what? Let me hit this again.
And in his paperwork, they chose the ground extreme cruelty. He listed the 3 or 4 instances that I was physically abusive to him. We'll use the word abusive. Accountability matters, right? He listed 3 instances. He listed an instance in March 2022, 2 instances, 2 times. The list is listening. 2 times in 2023, and then in April of 24.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Each time that those incidents occurred, it occurred directly after me being presented with information of infidelity, bad character,
I don't.
bad morals, inappropriate behaviors,
I don't care. Then she gonna put this. This is not an excuse for my actions. Then don't say it. Then don't say it. Are y'all kidding me right now? I'm so messed up. That's what in the world is happening right now? Oh, Krista, this is not good, dear love. You're right. That's yes. Crawl. Correct. What in the ham sandwich is going on? I don't think I heard that from the beginning. That's when I tell you that's exactly right with. When I tell you that's how abusers act, they will blame you because they are out of control. Well, ain't y'all? I don't think I realized that this girl here gonna cause me to get up drinking. I don't even drink. She just this is not an excuse for my actions. Then why are you giving us one? Then don't present it as the reason why my behavior was this way is because before I acted out like a fool, I was presented with infidelity. Ooh, baby, this is not good. This is not good. Then, dear heart, anybody that puts you in the position to come out of character you want to stay with, and then go have a baby with that person, oh, sweet lamb. Hi, Leslie. I think Coping. Hey, I mean, y'all, 3 or 4 times, but then she said three. Then you want to have a baby with this guy? You are just Krista. Ooh, my sweets. Well, look at here, look right here. I mean, are you kidding me right now? You want to worry about adultery? Alicia Kim wasn't even in the picture in 2022. And you run here acting back crazy. What in the world? Girl, you violent. No, you violent. You are violent, sweetie. Listen to me. Listen to me. You have some anger issues. It is not normal to want to fight a man. It's not normal. It's normal to want to fight, right? Because I believe that God has put that in us, right, for us to defend ourselves. Now, I believe you ought to defend yourself now. Okay. But now, if you acting a fool and getting physical with him every time there is some type of woman issue, baby, you don't fight, you leave. Oh my God. Krista, don't come back out here no more. I mean, she is violent. She is violent. I mean, she is no, she's violent. Ladies and gents, that's on my if y'all watching. Anybody that puts you in the position for you to physically want to hurt them, you're not a good fit. You get out of that. You don't stay in that and then try to hold that person responsible for you getting out of control. Oh my. This girl said 3 or 4 times. Alicia Kim don't even have nothing to do with how violent you are. Girl, leave me alone. This is so nonsensical.
The conversations, that was the predecessor for my reactions. It's not an excuse. I'm giving the facts and the details that leads up to that. So that is my disclaimer. What led up to it is not an excuse for my behavior and my actions. I am just merely stating the facts so that we have the backstory. So listen to what I'm saying. 2022, we got married in 2021. So in 2022, the behavior's already started.
So then why are you mad at Alicia Kim? Because, baby, he been doing this way before she got into the picture. Y'all, I'm concerned now. Y'all, listen to me now. Listen to me. I need B Nation to B Nation to comfort me. I need B Nation to comfort me right now. I'm concerned. I'm concerned. I'm concerned. I'm concerned. They got married in 2021. She started seeing the behavior. Creation. Listen. This is. I'm. Y'all, listen now. I'm concerned, and I'm not trying to be funny. I'm really concerned. Now this y'all. I know we laugh and I know we. But yo, hey, listen, if you talking about you got married in 2021, this behavior started in 2022, which has nothing to do with Alicia Kim. Nah, babe, listen, you not only you out, you get ready to get out. This done for you. I'm concerned about Alicia Kim. Because baby, if that behavior has not been corrected, this is gonna be a problem. This is y'all. Hear me what I tell you. It may not happen now, it may not happen later, but hear me what I tell you. As if I got breath in my body, I'm concerned about Alicia Kim. Because ain't no way. Listen, unless y'all listen to me now. Unless you get some healing, unless you realize committing adultery and doing these type of things are wrong, in regards to what state or the atmosphere that you're in, y'all, hear me what I tell you. These things do not go away unless you have done some deep healing for you to show up again as a good person or a good partner. Y'all, woo! This thing done shook me up. Y'all, what's happening right now? What? I'm very concerned. Oh yeah, she is most definitely a dangerous woman, no doubt about it. The problem is that she doesn't fully understand how dangerous she is until she gonna fool around and really hurt the next person she get involved with, and then she gonna end up in jail for 10, 15, 20, 30 years. This is why she got to get this under control. This is why she just can't just she just can't just act like, oh well, this is, and every time this happens because of this. It doesn't matter. You got a problem. And you don't know how to pick them. Those two things you got to get fixed. I'm just a little concerned. That's all I'm saying. This is a lot. I mean,
The behavior's already started. I got pregnant in 2022.
why?
I got pregnant twice in 2022. The first time, I miscarried at a couple of months. The second time was successful. We were actively trying to have a child.
But why? Y'all. Oh my. Woo. Okay, so let me just tell y'all my story. When I got married at the age of I think 35. When I got married, y'all, I began to see some behaviors with my ex-husband that I was not pleased with. Had nothing to do with cheating, none of those type of things. I just could tell that he just didn't know how to be a spouse. Okay, so as time went on, we started going to counseling. I'm telling you this story for a reason. We started going to counseling. I refused to get pregnant. And I told a counselor, and my counselor, our counselor, he was not there at one point, and my counselor said, "Well, Bernard, why did you decide not to have a kid?" I said, "Because I don't know where this marriage is going." I said, "We having trouble," and I said, "I'm not going to bring a kid in this." I said, "Because I don't know which direction this marriage is going to end up," and I said, "And I don't want to be attached to him for the rest of my life." Listen to me. I was able to make that decision. And you know what the counselor said to me, or the therapist said to me? You are the first woman that I have ever heard make that decision. Most of them will bring a child in it to somehow think that it'll make the situation better. He said, but as a matter of fact, it makes it worse. Y'all, I had enough wisdom back then to say to myself, I don't know where this marriage going. I'm not about to have no baby. I refuse to get pregnant. Now you explain to me. You tell me why at her age, if I was able to make that decision at 35, you tell me why she was not, well, 35, 36, 37. You tell me why she was not able to do so. Why would y'all actually start creating a baby after you done find out in 2022 he was allegedly doing inappropriate things with women or showing inappropriate behavior? I can't understand it. Y'all see what I'm saying? Do y'all hear me? So y'all dysfunctional, and y'all decide to bring the baby in there. I just this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Wait, that's something I can't wait to Larry come out and see what he has to say about this. No, ma'am. That wasn't smart. Ladies and men, you don't decide to actually bring a child into your dysfunction. Listen to me. Let me tell you, I was able to see it. I said, I said, I'm not about to have no baby. Y'all, it was intentional. No, I ain't gonna have no baby. Cause no, because I'm not gonna fight with you. Cause I don't want the kid around you. Because how I think you act and your family act. I shut that down real quick and hurry. I wasn't having no kid. Stop bringing children into your dysfunction. I refuse to do it. And I did it as a result of seeing a certain type of behavior from my ex-husband. It had nothing to do with cheating. Had nothing to do with him physically hurting me. He just didn't know what he was doing as a spouse. And I'd be darned if I was going to sit there and bring a kid into that and somehow he was going to just get, no, no. See, I made that decision and adultery wasn't even the issue. Women was not even the issue. No, ma'am, no. I'm sorry.
Outside of what we were facing as newlywed couples, because we just got married in 2021, we were still actively trying to have a child, and we were successful because I took the positive pregnancy test. Well, I took the pregnancy test and I got the positive August 12th of 2022. So 2023, I would have still been pregnant or had our daughter when the incident happened. So it happened when we were actively trying. Your behavior happened while we were actively trying. We were newlyweds and actively trying to conceive a child. Your behavior continued after I had said child or while I was pregnant with said child. Your behavior continued until the child was almost less than a year old. Patterns. So we can sit and speak about my pattern of reactive abuse, and we can speak about his pattern of infidelity over the years of our marriage. Krista didn't wake up and just say, I'm gonna go mad. Newlywed, pregnant, hormones, give birth, carrying the financial burden, carrying the home, maintaining the home, parenting, being the main caregiver.
Listen. Now, first of all, you the one married somebody that was from another country. It takes time for them to get settled in here. So that was your decision. You don't get to complain about it now. Okay, that's not how that works. You married somebody that you brought to this country. Well, then, okay, then. That comes along with it. Of course, you're going to take the financial burden. You didn't have no problem with it when you said I do. So don't have no problem with it now.
For the young infant child and going to work, cooking, cleaning. I am carrying all those things. And you gone to Pennsylvania with a woman and leave your newlywed wife, your newborn daughter at home. Why we don't talk about that? Why don't we talk about that? Newlywed, newborn baby at home, you leave to go for a weekend and be with another woman. For someone concerned about men being in their children's lives and
so, when he first came over, Crawl, it took time, I think, for paperwork and stuff to go through for him to be able to work here in the U.S. And I think once he got his job and all of that beautiful stuff, I think then he didn't have any credit. So, having no credit in America is almost still like having bad credit. So then Krista got the BMW in her name. And then once, I guess once he stopped making money and all of that beautiful stuff, then she kept the BMW and took over the payments, and he purchased the Tesla. So that's how that worked.
doing things for the kids. Your actions prove otherwise.
Ooh.
Doing it for the kids. I guess you were doing it for the kids. So now when I react after the sustained abuse, because we're going to talk about the abuse, because abuse is never okay. I agree with that. Abuse is never okay.
Then stop downplaying.
And anybody who supports that slogan, make sure you support it in its entirety when we cover everything that falls under the umbrella of abuse.
No, Krista, that's not how this works. You see what Krista is doing? No, Krista, We are talking about your particular situation. Okay? So we're talking about your specific situation. We don't have to use that umbrella for everything. We know that verbal abuse is not right. We know that physical abuse is not okay. We know financial abuse is not okay. We know manipulate all those things are not, okay. So we're not limiting. We're not having selective outrage like his haters have towards Alicia Kim and him. We don't have selective outrage over here. We outrage about it all.
When the person who's preaching abuse is not okay has been abusive, make sure we continue to support it. Don't switch up. Because apparently we feel that abuse is just physical.
Yeah, but you went to jail for
We're
your
going to learn.
your man boo.
We're going to learn together. We're going to discuss it, and we're going to have the conversation about abuse, about mental health, about expectations in a marriage, about co-parenting. Let's talk about everything. You can use me as a guinea pig. My dirty laundry is on the internet. But it's not something that is only I go through. Women go through what I go through, and men go through what I go through. It's not a gender thing. Everyone goes through it. Everyone has the capability to go through what I go through, what I went through. So when we're so focused on my whereabouts.
Yeah, she's talking about, so what she's talking about, what she said that Nary verbally abused her, but they both verbally abused each other. I mean, what is she even talking about? This is what I'm saying. Krista is just in some type of, I don't know, her head is just in the cloud. They both abused each other verbally, and then she took it to physical. But you can't physically fight somebody every time something is going wrong, every time she doesn't get her way. Once you start verbal abuse, listen to me, y'all. In my marriage, me and my ex-husband verbally abused each other. It happens in all of it. It shouldn't happen, but a lot of times it happens because you lack communication skills and you don't know how to communicate your skills. It happens all the time in the marriage. She acting like he the only one. Our problem is that you did the verbal and the physical. That's our you did the verbal and the physical. I mean, yours was double. My goodness, this girl is dangerous. I'm telling you, if Krista does not stop downplaying this, Krista is going to hurt somebody the next time in a very bad way. And what she's accusing Nary of doing throughout the marriage, and he has not gotten the proper therapy and the healing that he needs, he is going to do it to Alicia Kim. That ain't if just when. Period. Because very few things happen in isolation. Now I'm telling y'all, if Krista's gonna end up spending the rest of her life in jail if she don't get her attitude and to get that anger under control. Period. And that's true, Julian. That's true. Allegedly, if Nary and Alicia Kim is together, because there has been technically both of them have not said, yeah, we are together. This is all allegedly, okay? So I'm just saying, Krista better go get herself together and stop worrying about Nary. You better go get your mind right. You better stop worrying about what would have because what has happened has already happened. At this point, you need to go get your mental health check and go get yourself healed from the inside out and figure out why you're tolerating this type of thing and you always trying to reconcile something when the other person's behavior keeps telling you they no longer want to be in the relationship. That behavior is loud and clear. But somehow you, with your dysfunction, this codependency that I think that you have, because let me tell you one thing, codependency mimics love. It's not the same. It almost looks exactly the same. And Krista has issues with codependency. That's why she can see it and then keep trying. She'll see it, she'll keep trying. She'll see it, she's dysfunctional. And I'm just saying, you talking about mental health, the next guy, if she don't get herself healed, that person, she may unalive that person. And her playing down her actions is very serious. And I don't think she sees it as, I think she can intellectually say, no, this is not okay, but I don't think she fully understands the impact of her behavior. Exactly. That's exactly right. And what I'm trying to figure out, what is she fighting? Why does she want to fight and get the kid? Only thing you want to do is fight her daddy. My God, this is something.
Let's focus on your whereabouts in Pennsylvania. Let's focus on your whereabouts, the multiple times you traveled to Jamaica and explicitly taken a layover in Florida. How many times did you do that? And when I questioned you about it, I'm like, the flight is like almost is not that big of a difference for you to stop. Why would you stop? Just go straight. Just take a direct flight. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I bet you did know what you were doing. I didn't know what you were doing. But you're right. You did know what you were doing. So if you want to talk about timelines and feel that you caught me in something, you ain't catch me in nothing. And the reason you will try hard to catch me in something or portray that you're catching me in something is because your intentions weren't pure. Your intentions weren't true. Mine was.
Ooh, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Listen. Let me get this thing here. Listen, y'all, that's the end of the video. Y'all, before I get on and start talking, y'all, I got 57, 58 people on here. Y'all make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all leave a comment. Listen, y'all make sure y'all share the video. Listen, y'all. Only thing I'm gonna say, I need to hear Nary's side of this. I need to hear Nary's side of this. Because let me tell y'all something. Marriage is something. Marriage is something. For whatever reason, Nary felt the need after he got married in 2021 and start cheating in 2022. That's a problem for me. And according to her, he's been cheating throughout the marriage. Y'all, that's a problem for me. And I need to hear Nary's side of that. He needs to be honest. This is something. Listen, I'm gonna say this. I don't have much more to say. I hope Nary comes out and address this because he needs to at this point. But I also want to say this to Krista and all her fans. Okay, let me say something to y'all. y'all want to got this, y'all have this selective outrage. Let me tell y'all something. You don't get to be abusive to other people because your partner has cheated. You don't get to be abusive towards your partner because they cheated. What you get to do is make a better choice for yourself. And if someone is not treating you well, you pack your bags and you leave. So, because now you both have brought a child into this dysfunction, and the child has to be more important than y'all being right and trying to show one and trying to point the finger at each other. I'm just saying that, Krista, I'm looking strictly at you. In regards of Nary, you got an anger problem. And you were physical with the first husband too. You were physical with the first one too. You was verbally abusive and physical with the first one, and you doing the same thing with the second one. If you don't go get the help that you need, you're gonna end up hurting somebody. Correct. I don't agree. Listen, y'all. Let me tell you what. Listen, I told y'all that I think that if it's Nary that Alicia Kim is with, I told y'all I felt like they could have handled that a little differently. I told you they could have navigated that just a little different. Because so let's say it is Nary, because it's still alleged, right? We don't know. We don't know 100%. But let's say it is him. I'm concerned. That's all I'm saying. I'm concerned. Y'all, let me tell you one thing, what I've learned. I haven't been here 6 decades yet, almost. Let me tell you one thing I've learned from just living. You gotta be careful in how you enter into relationships. You have to be careful. You have to be very careful in how you navigate relationships with people that are still married. You have to be careful who you choose. It will always be my rule. If you happen to meet somebody and they're going through a divorce, you need to ask a lot of questions. Tell me what is at stake. Do you all have any children? How long you think how long you think this will last? The divorce will last. I will always recommend when your divorce is over, call at me. When your divorce is over, holler at me. Y'all, protect yourself. Don't bring unnecessary warfare in your life because you just couldn't wait till certain things are done. And I'm just saying to y'all, and I'm really sincere. If it's him, I'm very concerned. What is that I'm concerned about? Has he gotten the proper help that he needs to be a good partner? You understand what I'm saying? Y'all, listen to me. Don't make decisions that's going to put you in unnecessary warfare, cause more problems in your life. It's better to wait. It doesn't take divorces 20 years to get done. Sometimes you just have to wait until it's done, then you move forward. Like I said, I can't, if Nary is going to respond, um, he's, so far to me, Nary has been honest about, you know, because I can remember him taking responsibility with saying, that's my fault, right? That's my fault. So, I'm not thinking that Nary is gonna come over here and say something different without taking any responsibility. But what I can tell you, that relationship was dysfunctional from the beginning. And now I want all Krista, Rum Ram, and all of them to understand Alicia Kim has nothing to do with that. They were dysfunctional from the beginning. They were not a good fit at all. And according to Krista, allegedly, she ain't the first lady. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. So I don't even know why Krista even upset with Alicia Kim. This ain't even got nothing to do. No. You chose him. And you chose to stay and fight and act like a nut. But did that change anything? No. Obviously, he was still doing what he was going to do. So you could have saved that. You didn't even have to go to jail for that. I can't wait to see what Nary has to say about this. 100, I really can't. But what I do notice, and I will say this to Krista and her fans, Krista is not taking the full responsibility that she should for the breakdown of her marriage. She is trying to smooth over abuse, and I don't think she even sees it as bad. You got your mother and your aunt paying money coming out of their pocket because you can't control your anger. Because the next time you go after some man, just because the first two didn't knock you out, don't mean the third one won't. And you find yourself unalive. Exactly. They still going to court for the child. You don't. If I was married lawyer, I most definitely would use that video. And just because she can speak something intelligently doesn't mean that she ain't bat crazy. And you people pushing Krista up, you better push her to go see a trauma informed counselor or therapist because she needs it. Correct. 100%. I can say, based on, listen to me. And then what my issue is that Alicia Kim is not. Don't try to make this Alicia Kim issue. Because y'all was dysfunctional. You got married in 2021, and then y'all started acting back crazy in 2022. So don't put Alicia Kim in that. So the timeline. So since y'all want to say the timeline matter, it matters. Y'all got this wrong. Y'all mad at the wrong person. Nary and Kristen, they're responsible for the breakdown of their marriage. And they were two dysfunctional people coming together They didn't have a chance, y'all. Y'all listen to me. Y'all, let me tell you, when I look back on my own marriage, me and my poor husband didn't even have a chance to survive. We just didn't know what we were doing. We were so dysfunctional in our thought process, in our behavior. We just didn't know what we were doing. We didn't have a chance. We didn't even know how to make it. We just didn't know. You know when certain things are wrong, but you don't know how severe and how dysfunctional you are. We didn't have a chance, y'all. No matter how much we loved each other, we didn't have a chance. We were too dysfunctional to be together. And I do believe this, that if we were both healed, we would have never chosen each other. Now, how about that? If they were both healed, they would have never chosen each other. No, absolutely. Alicia Kim has nothing to do with how dysfunctional they are as a married couple. Yes, Cynthia, I heard when he said that. Well, this is really big. He might. I mean, you don't have to. He doesn't have to address it. But y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all. Only thing I'm gonna say, I wish them I wish them well. I mean, what else? What else can you do? Part of over here in B Nation, we do pray for people too. So Krista and Nary and Kim. I guess I add Boo in there. I'm gonna be praying for them that they get healed, they get delivered from some of the things that's keeping them from having good relationships. Y'all, these things are important. Y'all, I know 8 o'clock in the morning is early, but that's why I get up and I try to teach people relationship skills so you won't find yourself making the same decision. And we're gonna have fun tomorrow morning because I got guest speakers, y'all. I got folks coming in to help me talk on what we're gonna be talking about, money and finances. And I told y'all one of the guys single, my first cousin getting married, but my one of the other guys single. Okay, y'all, good fella. I mean, good fella. I'm just telling y'all. So, y'all, let's use this as an example. Let's learn from this. Let's not make the same mistakes. And I'm asking you guys to pray for them. I really am. If y'all can, because y'all, we can clearly see what's off. Let's pray for them. Because now we will be no different than the haters having commentary, but then, saying all of this, but then we do nothing afterwards. Just let's pray for them. When y'all go into prayer, lift these people up in prayer. I do it. I'm an intercessor. I pray for people. Let's pray for Krista. Y'all know the areas and we know exactly what areas we need to pinpoint in prayer. She's a little bit crazy right here. She got an anger problem. We need that to be fixed. Can you enlighten her? Can you open up her eyes? Can you put her around the right people so she can get and pray for that, y'all. We need to pray for Alicia Kim. We need to pray for. I guess we got to pray for Boo too. I'm sorry, God. We're gonna pray for Boo. We're gonna pray for Alicia. We're gonna pray for Mary. We're gonna pray for Krista, and we're gonna pray for their children. Okay, that's what we're gonna do, and ask God to open up their eyes and put them in a position to deal with to deal with their trauma and to deal and heal them like so they can have good lives. I mean, it's never y'all. It's never. Oh yeah, and Sheena. Sheena asked Nary to marry. Yeah, well, that's what Sheena mad for. Sheena mad because, he said no to the dress. No to the dress. Girl, do you know, it's plenty of men out here in the world. Please stop falling out over one. I mean, stop this nonsense. I know that's what Sheena upset about. And then Krista just, both of them are very dysfunctional, but Krista don't want to, Krista didn't want a divorce. Krista, y'all didn't want a divorce. And I know it. She doesn't want a divorce, y'all. She does not want her marriage to end. I can see it. And I understand it. But what I'm saying, she doesn't need to be married. Y'all hear what I'm saying to you. Krista doesn't need to be in a relationship. That's what she doesn't understand. Because she doesn't have the skill sets to be in one. She thinks this has something to do with marriage. No, she doesn't need to be in a relationship, period, until she learns the skill sets and how to be a good partner. And part of being a good partner, you don't get to force your spouse to talk to you. And then when he does not, you act a fool. And when you think he around here messing around, you around here acting crazy, doing cards and tearing up folks' cards and trying to unalive him. You can't do stuff like that. She doesn't know what she's doing. Y'all, they didn't have a chance. Y'all, they did, as well-meaning as they were, they didn't have a chance. That marriage could not last their dysfunction. That's why it started acting back crazy a year right after they got married. Y'all, same with mine. It wasn't no year mine started early. Shoot, I'm not gonna even lie. I knew the next day I made a bad decision. Listen. This is what I knew. I got married the day on the 14th. On the 15th, I knew I was in trouble. That's a fact. I didn't know how much I was in trouble, but I knew I was in trouble. I'm just saying to y'all, Krista and they didn't have a chance. They too dysfunctional. So y'all keep them up in prayer. I'll see y'all 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time. And we're going to have a good time to celebrate the 100th episode of Let's Chat. So y'all, thank y'all for joining me. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all share the video. And I will see you guys in the morning. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. Okay? Good night, y'all. I'll see y'all in the morning. I know some of y'all saying, Ms. B, I'm going to have to listen to the replay. That's cool too, y'all. All right. I'll talk with y'all soon. All right. Bye-bye.